Hey, welcome to Studio Raphael. If you're new to Logic Pro X and it's feeling overwhelming or confusing, then don't worry, you're in the right place. In this video, my only focus is to get you from opening a session to making something new. In less than 10 minutes, you're going to be able to start a project, create something that's unique to you, and share it with your friends and family and heck, maybe even the world. There's no pressure, there's no perfection, just creation. And if you have any questions, of course, please leave them down below. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, if you're opening Logic for the first time, what you're going to want to do is go up to File at the top and press New, and this will create a new empty project for you. Now, the easiest way to start making music, if you don't have a microphone or anything, is just to start by creating a MIDI track. The MIDI track is like your digital keyboard. It will let you input sounds and just basically have fun. So we're going to make a MIDI track. So we clicked on it and we're going to press Create. And here is our MIDI track. So as you can see right now, it says Classic Electric Piano. I'm going to pretend I don't have a keyboard, which means that I need to open up a keyboard. So what I'm going to do is open Logic's internal keyboard. I'm going to press Command and K, and that is going to open Logic's keyboard. This is the easiest way to start playing. What would probably help is if I had my headphones on. Now, there's no right or wrong here. I don't want you thinking I have to make music that sounds like X or anything. It's just literally you have the track and you can start playing. Right now I have the keyboard open. If I want to modify the keyboard, I can bring my mouse over to where it says E-piano and I can click on that. This lets me change parameters of the piano, so I can maybe add some phaser to it, make it sound cool. I can change the tremolo. If I don't want to use an electric piano, I can look at other instruments inside of Logic. So up at the top left here, you can see this little button in the corner by the exit. It has a little musical note there, and if I click on it, it was already open, but this allows me to see all the internal instruments inside of Logic. I don't have to do anything with these. I can just play around with them, and that's all we want to get you to do to start, is just start playing around. So let's say I want to use a mallet. What about a marimba? That sounds pretty nice. So let's say I've decided on my marimba and I want to try recording it. So I'm going to go up to the little record button here. And before I hit record, I'm going to check on a few easy parameters. The first one is my tempo. The tempo will tell me how fast I'm going. So if I'm at 120, that is 120 beats per minute. That's how fast I'm going to be recording at. So if I click record, that's 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beside that is two little parameters. There is the 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a count in. So if I turn this off, then I press record, it's just going straight into recording versus that 1, 2, 3, 4. The other parameter is beside it, which is the metronome. And the metronome is great for recording because it will help you keep your tempo. And that's honestly what you want the majority of the time in music. Not always, but having a metronome helps when you're just getting going in a track. So let's say I've decided on 120 BPM, my metronome is on, my count in is on, and I just want to record this. So here we go. That's all I've done. Now, let's say I just want to work on this 4-bar section. So right above it, I can click this little line here. This is the cycle range. This is something I can change. I can make it longer. I can make it shorter by grabbing the end of it. I can drag it around. But what this will do is that it will loop just this section. So this will play. And then it'll play again. And if I'm tired of the metronome, I can turn that off, right? But right now we're just going to keep it on, keep it simple. So let's say I'm happy with this marimba and now I want to add some drums. So what I can do is I can press the track right above it, which is duplicate, or I can press add tracks and I can create a new one. So I'm just going to create a new track because when we duplicate, what happens is we also get the same parameters there, and I don't want those on there right now. I just want an empty track. So this is my empty track, and what I'm going to do is go to the electric piano. And I know that there's some drum kits here, but another way of choosing some instruments is to pick the arrows beside the electric piano. If I drag on top of it, you can see the two little arrows, and I'm going to click those. And inside those arrows are a bunch of different instruments that I can pick from. And one of them is Logic's built-in drum synth. So I'm just going to use that. and there are all the kicks. They're all very simple, but they're a great way just to get going and have a bit of fun. So let's just make up a kick pattern on the spot. Cool. So now we want a percussive element. So how's about we go back to our drum synth after duplicating the track. So I clicked on this one and I duplicated it to make another one. And then I'm going into my drum synth and I'm going to try some snares and claps. Let's hear what this sounds like. Let's do like a regular clap sound. That would be like a mechanical clap. Let's try that. And while it's playing, I'm not recording right now, but what I can do is hit record and start recording right away. Or maybe not. Oh, no, it was recording. It was just being weird and glitchy. There you go. So now I've got some claps. And let's say I like this clap, but I don't like the note that it's at. So I can go into the MIDI screen and I can drag it. And if I go even higher than that, right? That's pretty high. I like where that is though. Now we're gonna go to the other open track and we're gonna make a little hi-hat. Why not? This is a very basic pattern, right? We're just gonna use the smooth hi-hat because I know what it sounds like. There we go. We're gonna quantize that because I like to do that while I'm building. And I'm gonna delete the ones that are right on the clap, just to keep it from, things stacking on top of one another. Okay, we've got a basic functionality of something. We got some low end, we got some mids. Now let's add a little bit of a melody just to make it interesting. So let's go into our instruments on the side. Let's find a synthesizer, maybe like some sort of lead. And we're gonna go. We'll try that, right? If you noticed, my loop there was a little bit longer than 4 bars. It was probably 8, and I'm actually going to make it 16. So I'm going to drag out this loop at the top. I'm going to grab the ones that I have so far, the tracks, and I'm going to Command C to copy them, and then I'm just going to paste them just to make a 16-bar loop. A 16-bar loop is usually a pretty good place to start. So we're just going to record something here. You ready? Here we go. So I messed up the end there, but to use that as a learning lesson, let's show you. I wanted to do this note, that one, so I'm gonna go into that track and I've grabbed the note, and then I can click it and drag it out and make it this length I want, and go to there. And so now this is a 16-bar loop. If I want to, I could add more arpeggiation, I could do different things, I could get crazier and fancier with it, but this is enough to just get started. And then let's say I'm done with this, I'm ready, I like it, I love it, I'm ready to share it. So we're gonna go File, and then we're gonna go Bounce, and then we go to Project or Section, and we can go to MP3, and we can keep it offline. That's offline mode, just makes it easy. We'll just bounce straight through it. We don't need the audio tail. That just means that if there's any reverb at the end, it'll hold on to it. We don't need that. Include tempo information, sure, that's fine. It's not important. That's just if somebody's gonna be getting the track and they need the tempo in order to work on it. Normalize, we can keep that off. We don't need that. Bitrate mono, stereo, great, 320. We're gonna press OK. Then it's gonna ask us where we want it. So I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel here and let's name it Fun Tune. And we'll press bounce. And if we go to our Finder and I go to my YouTube folder and open my fun tune. There's our track that we just made. Great. So if you found this helpful and you want to keep learning and growing as a creator, not just in your tech side, but also as an artist and as a person, then definitely click subscribe and join our creative community. Here at Studio Raphael, I'm all about supporting and nurturing you into your best creative self. That includes who you are as a person in your day-to-day life, as well as your technical abilities as a creator and as an artist. They both work hand in hand. I'm all about helping you achieve the maximum potential of both of them for yourself. It's just what brings me joy, and I find it a lot of fun. And if you have any questions about Logic or something you'd like me to cover, just leave it down below. Let me know. At this point, you have the skills to go create something for yourself. So if you can go do that and we can encourage you to make something, honestly, that's no small feat. That's really huge. And congratulations to you when you get there. And once you've gotten past that fear, come join me in the Discord. Come share your art with me. Let's hear what you're working on. Let's help you grow. Let's help you become the greatest version of yourself. And let's just build the best creative community of all time. So thanks again, and hopefully I'll see you around the studio sometime. Take care.